Yeah, we'll have to try that next, Nevin. Maybe not on this character, but maybe if I get a... I think there's a fighter companion that you can get.
Sure.
Uh-oh. There's a body. Doesn't seem good. Camping supplies and leather armor. Okay. So we want the leather armor. We can probably drop the wolf pelt and grab the leather armor's worth a lot. And then camping supplies are good too. We don't need both those. Camping supplies acquired. They're added to your supply count. Okay. I have a stash? Really? Weapons, what? You must camp or return. Okay. Okay, so you have to camp in order to put things in your stash. It appears like. Oh. Oh, I see. You can put things in there, though. Interesting. I gotcha. I gotcha. I don't slow mode. Sorry, guys. There we go.
No problem.
Oh, no! An outlaw's attacking. You know what we do to outlaws? Oh, no! Nerdsworth misses. I don't like missing, guys. There we go. 30 damage.
After him. Damn, missed.
This outlaw's hard to hit. There we go. Oh, wow. So a sword. Ooh, I like that helm better. Silver farthing, small shield. I think I want my hat. I want that other hat though. That other hat looks better. Open helm. I don't know that actually affects anything. Now we're stylish. I can befriend them because I'm evil. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, this is bad, guys. This is not good at all.
Let's go.
Oh, I'm so gonna die. No. No. Keep missing. I need a party, guys. How bad is it? It's injured. No, I'm gonna die. I keep missing. No.
Damn, missed.
No. Okay, thing's no longer frightened. This is gonna be tough, guys. No! It's near death. This is gonna be close, guys. Oh, yes! Oh, that's so close. Oh, man, that was really lucky. Okay. We might want to camp to heal up our wounds. I don't know. Let's go ahead and just save our game real quick. We'll create a new save file. Okay, there we go. Let's see. I guess we could camp. We're a little bit wounded, but I don't know. Maybe we can get through this. How big is the woods? Yeah, I don't think we're not too far away. Ruins? That's interesting. Oh, it's just a marker. Okay. Go, go, Spectral Pig. Okay, so now I can go down to the Gilded Vale. That's not bad. I can go talk to this guy? Norton?
How do you do?
No, Naunton. The man appears to be hurriedly dismantling his camp in a quick, jerky movements. He looks up as you approach, his expression tense and drawn. Greetings, he says, a little breathless. On your way to the south, is it? He wipes his brow, turning to face you. The sooner you're clear of these woods, the better, I think. What's your hurry? The man looks down at the tent, then at his hands. I mean to follow my own advice. I came here on a hunt. Me and a friend of mine. Thought we'd bring a stag home. Eat something other than bread for once. Came up on a bear instead. Great monstrous thing. And Pearly, he didn't make it. He shakes his head. I don't know what I'll tell his wife. In any case, this forest has already cost me a friend. I'm heading home before it takes anything else. Where did you find the bear? In a cave up that way. He turns to the northwest. I wouldn't seek it out if I were you. It was a great brute of a beast. I would hate to hear it took another life. What happened to his friend? We didn't see it coming. Naunton's voice shakes a little as he speaks. We were off following a stag. Pearly, he saw something in the brambles, and we went tearing off after it. But we stumbled into the cave. Poor Pearly didn't stand a chance. The bear was on top of him before we knew what was happening. Okay, that sounds good. So let's go down to the Gilded Vale, I think. So there's Defiance Bay. Okay, so that looks like the capital city then. Twin Elms. Yeah, let's go down to the Gilded Vale.
Rest would be good.
Thanks, Nevin. I will let you know how it goes. Now this is not so good. All these people are on the tree in the Gilded Vale. They're all hanged.
You must be one of the new settlers. Welcome to Gilded Vale. You'll be pleased to know that we've had some recent vacancies here.
You'll be pleased. Okay. Do I welcome everyone this way? Are you mad? No wonder this place looks half empty. I feel at home already.
Of course, we'll need to make some inquiries first. The inestimable Lord Radric VII has taken great pains to insulate our town from Widewind's legacy. Have you ever conceived a Hollowborn child?
He appraises you over the half-moon spectacles and scratches his chin.
An infant born without a soul, of course. Lord Radric has made it his first priority to eliminate this scourge from our village. I should warn you, stranger. Here in Gilded Vale, we have a special place for dissidents, charlatans, and those who would hide a curse in our midst.
Okay.
His lordship's wife is with child and due any day now. Without his approval, I shan't be able to find you a permanent settlement. It will have to wait until after the birth. We can continue our interview then, after the bell tolls from Radric's hold to signal my lord's new heir. In the meantime, you can find temporary accommodations at the inn just southwest of here.
So I asked about the ritual. He regards you carefully. You'll want to mind where you mentioned that trespassing on the Engwithin ruins is illegal, not to mention dangerous. You probably saw someone attempting a new ritual to appease the gods. People will try anything these days. Birath have mercy. We certainly have. Maybe I don't think so. Just as they finished, there was a Beowulf. If you've been that close to the Beowulf, you wouldn't be standing here. If you have any other questions, don't hesitate to ask. It's important that everyone in the Gilded Vale understand our rules. You said something about Hollowborn and Waden's legacy before. He blinks. I forgot that you foreigners do not have the curse in your homelands. The Hollowborn have been a scourge upon the Deerwood for almost 15 years now. He lowers his voice to a whisper. Children born without souls. He shakes his head. Pitiful, dumb things that breathe, barely, but do not truly live. Some say the Hollowborn are a disease. Some say they are a punishment from the gods. He raises his empty hands. In truth, no one knows, but they began spreading after the Saints' War, and in the name of Waden's legacy stuck in honor of that foul, blasphemous pretender. His voice shakes with vitriol. I see. Lord Radric's decrees may seem strict at times, but he has our best interest at heart. He nods. I've been feeling strange ever since I came close to the Bioac. Is there someone in town that could offer help?
Problem. It sounds like a matter for an animancer. However, the only animancer in Gilded Vale isn't in any condition to speak. Consider yourself fortunate. After she failed Lord Radric, we saw to it that she wouldn't profit from the misplaced trust of others. A bad cure is often worse than none at all.
Okay.
But if you're set on finding a bottle of troll piss or a dead Audra pebble to rub on your forehead, you're welcome to check her pockets. A little corpse stink is nothing when you're digging for shit. My advice, however, is to be satisfied that you escaped and leave it at that.
Okay.
Keep out of...
Listen!
So basically, this guy is kind of a jerk.
2 tolls. Let that be the last.
3. Gods have mercy.
It seems your arrival is ill-timed. 3 bells toll only for the death of a Radric. I fear Lord Radric's heir is lost, or else Hollowborn, and so lost all the same. You should tread carefully. Circumstances have changed a great deal.
Don't threaten me, little man. He shakes his head unmoved. It is no threat, only a warning. Lord Radric will tolerate no threats to his kin or those who live upon his lands. Grief will not make him more docile. Does this affect their offer on settlers? I can be sure of nothing right now. I advise you to get some rest. The inn, or a stable for all I care. Find me afterwards. I will know more soon enough. Okay. Sounds good. So are we able to... Oops. Yeah, fast mode. Who are these people? Then think of joining my family in the Direford. They have far better than us. Okay. Okay, we've got our spectral pig. Let's go over. This guy's kind of a jerk. Is there anyone over here that's useful? Doesn't look like it. I don't think I can climb up there and do anything. Adair. This is one of the companions, I think.
Were you looking for someone in that tree? I could introduce you.
Don't need any help. Seems you're better off than most around here, then. Yeah, no problem, Badger. That's fine. Yeah, RPGs are just a different... It's a different, flavor, especially when you're doing streaming stuff, so... That's fine. Okay, right. Got some more villagers. I think they said the southwest was the end. I think it's down here. We're gonna go over here. Yep. Have a nice day. Aloth, you see 4 people gathered by the door to the inn, their raised voices chopping gestures at an argument reaching its climax. The first figure raises his hands for calm. His voice is partially obscured by a hood, but his height and stature suggest an elf.
I meant no offense. Let's put this matter to rest over a round, shall we? My treat.
Hoping to soothe our pride with a few Adira coppers, eh? We don't need your coin.
One of the other men glares at the hooded elf. His eyes are red from drink, but his gaze is focused. You've got some gall, mocking us in our own village. We don't take ill treatment from foreigners, especially not Adirans.
Go on. Say it again. I'm itching for it.
Why, you're itching for the kindling touch of your sister, you cocksfeather!
I'll cut that barrel-licking tongue out of your head.
This is a misunderstanding. I didn't say whatever it is you think I said. We've nigh quarrel.
That's where you're wrong.
Let's see here. Okay, this is unnecessary. You're not going to take that from him, are you? No, we're not taking it from you either, okay? Oh, shoot. These guys are not happy about me being kind of a jerk to these guys. Okay, let's see. Let's start with a fire attack on the Angry Townsman. Well, that was kind of a jerk move. There we go. Well, we just murdered 3 townspeople. As the last of the attackers falls, the elf turns to you, the tension almost gone from his smooth face.
Not quite how I hoped to get to know the neighbors. Thank you for your timely assistance with that awkward situation.
Actually, that was fun.
Then I can't imagine you lack for entertainment in these parts.
He straightens his hood, and you note the remains of fraying embroidery on his gloves. His boots are caked with the dirt of many months' travel, but the leatherwork beneath them is sturdy and fine.
I suppose introductions are in order after that little fiasco. Aloth Corvisor, at your service.
That is something of a long story, he says.
I'm a wizard by training, and an adventurer by necessity. I was born in the Seathwood, part of the mainland of the Adir Empire, and both of my parents served the nobility, which afforded me an education for which I am grateful. However, there were no open positions in those houses, and so I decided to seek new means in a new land. And how exactly did you come to be here?
I was traveling with a caravan, but we were separated near some ruins.
Well, those can be dangerous places during the best of times, which these are not. In half the locals would arrest you for trespassing, and the rest would kill you outright. I'm curious, what exactly did you find there?
A Beowak.
And you survived? I've heard such a thing was impossible. But it seems you either have a knack for timing or the favor of the gods. An excellent question. I came looking for fresh air and cheap land. Instead, the magistrate gave me directions to the inn and a story about the local lord's expectant wife. But I take it that's a familiar tale.
I've been experiencing strange things, looking for an expert on souls.
Indeed. The local lord has searched far and wide for similar specialists. He has rid himself of them almost as desperately.
Let's see here. How did you manage to cross these 3 drunks?
I'm afraid that was a matter of misunderstandings and mistranslations. It doesn't help that people in these parts remember their war with Adir like it was yesterday.
You did tell that one man to go fuck his sister. You did make a rather lewd suggestion regarding one of the aggressors and his own... Yeah. That. He clears his throat and adjusts his sleeves. As I tried to tell them, they misheard me. It happens all too often after a few pints, and the accent doesn't help. I see.
As should I, given recent events. It's just as well. I've had enough of the watered wine and lumpy beds at the inn. They say even the owner tired of the place. Just up and left one day. It explains quite a lot about the upkeep. Perhaps I could join you. I could use a change of scenery, and I find it's better to travel in numbers.
Hey, quick save, how you doing today? Yeah, sure, that's fine. We'll travel with him.
Excellent. I shall follow you.
Okay. Let's go ahead and pick these guys dry. So we've got a dagger, some clothing, some coins. Let's pick all this stuff up. Little club. Okay, looks good. Okay.
Eh?
I think this is the inn. I'm doing okay today. I'm excited to be playing some Pillars of Eternity so far. It's been fun. I think I need to
Gods keep you.
Greetings and welcome to the Black Hound Inn. Please sit wherever you'd like. Would you like a drink or a room? We have 2 available at the moment. I'm afraid we can't offer much in the way of a good meal today. Unless you're fond of cold porridge. What do you have for sale? Okay, so they have camping supplies, beer, milk, and grain. Let's trade out all these things to get some cash. And then let's go ahead and buy axe. We don't need the axe. The torches might come in handy though. Oops. We'll keep the torches for now. And the rapier? Nah, we don't need that. Bow? Nah. Create adventurers. Level 1 adventurer? Huh. Oh, right. There we go. So we've got some cash now. No companions available to hire. Level 1 adventurer. What's this? Hire a level 1 adventurer for 250 copper. What does this do? Huh. You know what? Let me just let me save my game real quick, and then I'll see what that adventurer does.
Greetings.
I wonder if that's like it creates a new character then? Oh, yeah. So we can create a new character. Okay, here we go. That's kind of cool. So we can create a secondary character then. Yeah, quick save. This is very much like Baldur's Gate. It's definitely inspired by that. So let's go ahead and make a, what kind of character do we want to assist us? Maybe like either a fighter to tank damage for us, or maybe a ranger? What do you guys think? Let's make a dude character, I guess. I don't know. Or how about a thief for damage? That might be kind of cool. Like an Orlin thief. You think a tank? Okay. Let's do a bro then. Yeah, we can do meadow. That's fine. And then I think we want a fighter then, right? Because we're a paladin, so we're a druid. The other option is to do a paladin and have that paladin be have that be completely defensive oriented and we're offensive oriented. I think a fighter probably is a better idea though. So let's go fighter. Undisciplined or disciplined barrage plus accuracy. We want knockdown. We want control abilities. Okay. Yeah, that's really cool how you can hire new people. So I think the fighter, we don't need a super amount of might. I think instead it's better for us to have resolve, and we don't need intellect. Let's take perception, and dexterity is pretty important, and then a little bit, and then constitution. So this guy's not particularly strong, but is very quick. So this will be sort of a fast fighter that's sort of a dirty fighter, I guess. Batil Plains. Somebody with a big shield, probably. Let's just go Adir. That's fine. The chainmail. And they were a hunter? Let's go hunter. That sounds fine. I'll say hunter. Okay. Okay, we're gonna need a nice beard on this guy. Ooh, that's pretty sweet. That's kind of awesome. I like that. Let's see. Go like that. Skin is fine, I guess. I don't know. Oh, let's make this guy... What color should we use? Ooh, I like that burgundy. Let's go burgundy and black, maybe? Or how about burgundy and red? No, it's too clashy. There we go. Okay. And then we'll go with hair. We need some good hair. so ugly. A lot of the hairs in this game are pretty goofy. Dreadlocks? No. That looks pretty reasonable. I don't know. And then what? Oh, you know what? Instead of dark hair, let's do gold, maybe. Oh, it's so bright. That's a little bit too much. Pale. Okay, let's see what, oh, we need a picture here. We can also go back and make it slightly look more like this guy. So all the females. Oh wait, hang on. Jon Snow, Trollololo. How about this guy? This guy looks pretty good. The only problem is we'll have to adjust our hair just slightly to be slightly darker, I think. A little brown, and then is there a different? I don't know. The hairs in this game are just so weird. Let's just go short battle hair, I guess. And it totally didn't save the one that I wanted. What a jerk. How about this guy? And he'll be,
the better part of valor.
He'll just be noble, I guess. And this will be, oh, dang it. We have to change his appearance one more time here. Hang on. So we'll go dark brown, or medium brown hair. And then facial hair. This looks like it's mostly stubble. Yeah, let's just go empty. And then we'll go short. Whatever short hair we can find. There we go. And actually, you know what? Let's go blue instead, or like a dark blue. Yeah, there we go.
Yes?
Now I am the leader of the group.
We'll go noble for him. And this is Terrence Brighton. Sure. That's awesome. Now we've got another dude.
Yes, indeed.
That's super cool. Oh, that's really cool. Okay, and now we want a room.
Good day,
I think.
stranger.
We'd like a room. Common room. Let's just do common for now. Your sleep is restless and fevered, assaulted by hisses and whispers, blanketed with a suffocating anxiety. You open your eyes to awaken to find yourself in front of the Gilded Vale's gallows tree, the creaking of its ropes growing louder as in your mind until the sound is deafening. Hanging from the tree is an old dwarf woman whose face is shriveled inward like moldering fruit. Her head hangs limply to one side. As you look at her, she looms larger and larger in your mind until she is inches from your face. Suddenly, her head snaps up and her eyes open and they are empty. Behind them is a vast nothingness that makes your stomach drop. Her mouth slowly parts, and with a gust of rancid air, she speaks a word, Watcher. You jolt awake, the foul smell of the dwarf woman's breath still permeating in your nostrils. Sweat runs down your face in thick droplets, and your skin is soaked from head to toe. You remember the woman. You remember seeing her decaying face when you spoke with the magistrate. She called her an animancer. Though it fills you with new, queasy apprehension, you feel a strange compulsion to see this woman once more, if only to confirm that she is truly dead. Okay. Let's go ahead and do inventory stuff here. Terrence. Let's take off the armor. Let's give him that. What just happened? So there we go. So we're gonna give her the chainmail because I want to give my main character the heaviest armor I can. I'll bring this guy. This guy will have some nice heavy stuff too. How's our stash? What else could we arm him with? We have he's equipped with just a regular sword. We could do a club instead. He doesn't seem to be a very... He seems to be a... I guess we could put club on there too. And maybe or club, or how about a dagger? I'll have a dagger as a weapon set. Let's see, so... Right. I think that's good. What else do we have? We don't have much else in our stash. I think we have some gems and yeah, just a little bit of clothing. And some other random things that we could sell. Wish we had some minstrels in here, okay? Drunkard? Great. Who are you then? Another fool come to answer Roderick's invitation? Our great lord had my sister run out of town before the boy was born. She was the only family I left. Not sure where she is now. Blazes, I need another drink. Okay. Brightblade, huh? As you near, you feel a vibrant history contained in the essence of this man's soul. Voices from its past seem to call out to you. I'm going to reach out for the soul. You see a group of young men standing around a makeshift practice target. This man stands in the middle of them, explaining the instructions and use of a bow. He holds it up, pointing out each part and how they work and what it does. He then walks away from the target, telling them to remain where they are, and he takes his place about 200 feet away. He carefully lines up his shot, explaining what he is doing as he does, and lets the arrow fly. It hits the target dead center, much to the surprise and delight of the boys near it. He smiles, walking toward the boys, talking about the proper stance and how to most effectively hold the bow. A noise comes from the tree line near their practice venue, and he stops, scanning the woods, blue eyes squinting against the sun. A shadow moves, making its way through the forest behind them. He draws an arrow and lines up the shot, carefully tracking the motion of the hidden creature. Loosing the arrow, he wastes no time and quickly grabs another. The boys spin, watching the arrow fly into the forest, immediately lost in the trees. There is a sudden explosive movement in the undergrowth as a deer erupts from the tree line, running across the edge of the clearing. The boys laugh, turning to joke with the man about his lousy shot. They stop talking, seeing him holding the bow and leading the deer with a nocked arrow. They drop to the ground as he looses his last arrow, which flies true and strikes the deer right behind its shoulder, piercing its heart and lungs and dropping it dead almost immediately. The boys stare at the deer for a few seconds and slowly turn to the man with a newfound respect in their eyes. He smiles again and breathes a quiet sigh of relief.
Eh?
Selnia Vertivo. As you near, you feel a vibrant history contained in the essence of this woman's soul. You see a woman emptying her satchel onto the bed, taking stock of her inventory. Potions, bandages, tinctures, and herbs are scattered through her room haphazardly. She bites her lip, her head tilted to the side, considering. She begins to repack, one item after another, careful deliberation undercut by shaking hands. Each item has a clearly marked place, but no matter how she repacks it, she isn't satisfied. The shaking worsens as she empties it out once more, one hand held over her mouth. Tears eke from her eyes as she gives up any semblance of order and shoves everything into the satchel, grabbing it and running out of the bare house. Straightening her back, she walks to the docks, chin high, hard and red, her eyes hard and red. A gangly young elf offers her condolences, but she can't see him for the ocean ahead of her. She wanders to the docks, leaving her services as a doctor and any who would listen, anyone heading out on a high tide. Less than an hour later, she watches her childhood disappear in the distance, a tiny speck of an island, and tries not to jump.
Sure.
Interesting. Let's go to the other level. Yeah, so apparently you can go into people's souls in this game. That's kind of interesting. Carouseler? I think we've got enough souls already. Let's go ahead and see if we can find... Let's see, what are we supposed to do here? We're supposed to find someone that can help us. We need to find an animancer. So let's see if we can find one. Do-do-do.
Aye? Indeed.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, this guy needs to swap his weapons. There we go. Much better.
Eh?